Welcome to the School of Marvelous Light, little flock. TsemachYHWHWhtsidkenu. Peace and blessings to you. That's my name, by the way. When you live in here, you're living in a temporary existence, right? And if you're living in a temporary existence, then everything you doing in that temporary existence is vain, ain't it? I mean, think about what I'm saying to you. If this is temporary, and it's all going to be wiped away, and I've said this over and over and over again, and I'm going to keep on saying it, like I say, because it's the words that's been put in my mouth to tell you, the warning, to let you know that it's vanity what you doing, man. Can't you see it? Can't you see how vain it is for a man to gain the whole world and lose his own soul? I mean, think about what I'm telling y'all. Y'all attention likes to be on celebrities, so I'll use the celebrity as an example. Let's take Kyrie Irving for an example. Now, he just been suspended without pay for like 5 games or something like that, all because he posted a link to a movie in a book. Y'all see that there? Now, he has a $140 million contract for 4 years or something like that. But you see how fickle it all can be? By you posting one little post, you can lose it all. Not from saying something, just from posting a post. Not from using no words or nothing. Not from giving no opinions, just from posting. So if you can lose everything in the drop of a hat, just from a certain damn post you didn't made, what do that mean if you were speaking like how I'm speaking? Uh-oh! Apologize for what you said. Apologize. Y'all that's acting all brand new like this is the only time this has ever happened. Y'all don't remember Muhammad Ali? You don't remember when they had his ass saying the same thing? You don't apologize for the unpatriotic statements that you've made? It's the same old thing. And he had to go to jail. So we can stop being silly. As if this is something new. So Abba reminded us that it was all vanity anyway. Through Solomon, who we all seek to be like. We don't have to lie about it. We can't lie, no way. We would all like to have a life like Solomon, wouldn't we, men? Shit. In the flesh 3D life, is there any better life to have than the life that Solomon had? Well, he told you that there wasn't. He said, can't nobody do like how I do. I can move about and do all of what I need to do better than anybody else can. That's what he said. I set my heart on something and I have it. Whatever it is. That's what he said. Who don't want a life like that? Well, he's the one that told you it was all vanity. He's the one that said it was vain. He's also the one that warned you about the women. Not stacking them all up in your life all crazy. Heaping women up to yourself and all that shit. He the one warned you about all that. So it's all vanity, man. The only thing that is of value is doing what Abba said. Because at the end, that's what we all will be graded on, man. That's what we all gonna be graded on. Now, what kind of grade you want from Abba? Now, if we were all honest, we would say we all want an A from the Creator. We would all like an A. You see that? Well, then how do you get an A? What must you do to get an A? Huh? Well, I will share it with you. You must give your life up. That's how you get an A. You give your life up. You accept that it's all vanity and you give it up for the sake of Christ so that he may live in you. Because he's the one that's got the A. Yah's salvation is the one with the A. So if you do like he said and become one with him and pull the plow with him as one unit, become a Bible with him, open up your ears, become a Bible with Yahusha. Now, what pulls a plow? A team of oxen or bulls. Bulls. A team. 2 bulls. Bulls. Get it? 2 bulls. Bible. You have to become a Bible in order to get an A. Now, what's his words? How is he saying it? He's saying it like this. Become one with the word. Become one with the word. Become Bible. Become Bible. Become by a bull. Get next by a bull. Become Bible. Bible. Y'all get it? That's how you get A. But what did he say? They honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me. So how can you become a Bible if your heart is far from bull? Or in other words, the word. If you far from the word, how can you be saying you one with it? Nah. How can you say you ain't far from the word if you don't know it? And that's how you know whether you were one with Yahusha. You see that? Because in order to do it, you have to pull with him. There ain't no other way. That's what he said. Bible. Remember? Two, twain. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me. What is you? The word. It's not hard to do it when you do it with Yahusha. You have to invite him. When you're trying to read that word of God all by yourself, you get frustrated, you get mad, you throw it down, and you forget about it. I mean, that's actually what happens. You get frustrated and you get mad because you can't pull it by your damn self. It's too heavy. It's too heavy. So you yoke yourself up with all kinds of other people that say they're going to make life lighter and easier. Don't you? Like I said, man, if y'all just be honest with yourself, then y'all can accept the truth and y'all can come around the tabernacle of David and sit and sup with us and eat with us as a community. The tabernacle of David is the communal tent of the nation of Israel. It is where all the nation of Israel comes together to get high. That's what we come together to do, to get high in the communal tent. That's what it is. Y'all can feel how the hell y'all want to feel about it. It ain't your culture then if you don't understand what I'm saying. But it's my culture, and I love my culture, and I ain't letting no culture bandit steal my culture. We are a simple people dwelling in tents. And why do we live so simple? It's because we understand that this fleshly life is temporal. And we are giving our energies, our affections to the things that are on high, the things that are above, the things that are invisible, the things that you cannot see. But us being a special people, a gifted people, we found out that if we use those skills and those gifts, then we can get the honors of men. We could receive the praises of men. But being in this state that we found ourselves, Israelites, we couldn't finance ourselves to put ourselves before the face of the world on those screens. But there was somebody who could, wasn't there? And in order for you to get your face put on that screen so you could whore your talents out to the world to get the praises of men, you were being used by the one who financed you. If it's not about finance, then why would Abba say you can't serve two masters, and the one of the masters other than Abba was Mammon? Oh boy. Oh boy. Now, do y'all want, as Israelites, do y'all want a whole lot of money? Why? Why do you want a whole lot of money? That's what you need to be figuring out. If you want a whole lot of money, what would you do with all that money that you got? Now, when you figure out what you would do if you had all that money that you got, why don't you just do that instead of feeling as though you need the money before you can do it? Because I am doing something despite what the money looks like. I am is the money. I am is the richness. I am is the finances. That's where you reach in to get the thing that you want. You reach in the money pot of I am, the riches of I am, because I am is wealth. That's where you'll find rest. That's where you'll find health. That's where you'll find wealth. That's where you'll find everything you're looking for. I am is there. But people don't believe that. So they believe that the money will give it to them. Well, I got a question for you. How long will the currency that you're chasing for, will it last forever? Put it that way. Or will it eventually crash? Which one? So then, I am. Will I am eventually crash? Or will it last forever? See how simple it is? So then my question is, why chase after the worldly gain? If that's mammon. If that's what he said, you can't serve both. And then let's see if that's what he's saying. Let's see if that's what it's about. Worldly gain, worldly riches, or I am. Let's see. I am the bread of life. He who eats of this bread shall live forever. What's the bread of life? I am. What's the way? I am. This is getting interesting. What's the truth? I am. What is life? I am. That's going to be his answer every time. And so you're pretty dumb if you don't turn around and do the same thing, because he said, as you see me do likewise. That's what he said. Follow me. Following somebody doesn't mean you're going the opposite direction of them. That's not actually following them. So if it's not about you turning from the worldly, having to be financed to do something, if it's not about you turning from that, then why did he say, take no thought of what you'll eat or drink or put on? Why would he say that then? And then why would he say the truth would make you free? What is he actually saying here? The truth will set you free from the bondage of thinking that you have to have money. You have to chase money. Put it that way. I want to clarify that. That you have to lust after money to be happy. That you have to labor for money to gain something. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't believe it unless men tell you that you're talented. You don't believe that you are because Abba said you are. Because who created you? So then if he created you, and let's say you were a great dancer. Now you want to become a star, see? because you discovered that you had this talent. Ain't that interesting? I had to say that you discovered it. You didn't just know that when you came here. You had to discover what your talent was. So that's telling you that somebody else put it there and planted it in there. But instead of turning to him with the talent and saying, well, Abba, what do you say I do today with my talent? What do you say I do today with it? Instead of doing that, you say, well, what can I use my talent to gain? The praises of men, lots of money, lots of fans, and persuasion, and a lot of whatever the hell else you want to call it. You see? So now, if that's the case, and you're using your talent to make merchandise of yourself, then you have your reward. But if you use the talent for what Abba said to use it for, then you will have the greater reward. For it is He that gave it to you. He is the source of it. And you see them in the celebrity world. You see them try to smooth it over. Yes, I want to thank God for without Him, none of this would be possible. You see, that's how they talk. But their hearts are really far from Him. Their hearts are far from Him. Listen at what they sing about. Kill, kill, kill. Sell, sell, sell. Harm, harm, harm. Betray, betray, betray. Commit adultery, adultery, adultery. That's what they're all singing and dancing around about. But they say, thank God for none of this would be possible. None of you singing about killing, murdering, raping, and pillaging and plundering would be possible without God. I mean, okay, I guess that's true, but I don't think that's necessarily honorable or praising God to say that, or righteous at all, to think that way. I thank God for giving me the opportunity to destroy this world. Okay. All right. Sure. That's the way you want it to be. But all of you who look up to them for your anything, honestly, then you are going right along with them. For like I said, they have the reward. Their reward is when you clap. And when you say, wow, awesome. Like. That's their reward. There you have it. I don't care if y'all hit the like button on my video. I appreciate if you do, but let me not say it the wrong way. I appreciate if you resonate with it. So it's not about you hitting the like button and letting me know or letting anyone know that you do. I appreciate you doing it. If you do it. But I'm not going to ask you to do it. I'm going to rather ask for you to accept the truth. And carry it forth in your heart and let it build up in a spring overflowing in you. And guide you each day out of your fear into perfect love, because that's what this actually is about. A slave is in fear. And when he perfectly loves himself, he's no longer in fear. And whatever happens is going to fucking happen. That's his attitude. Excuse my French a little bit right there, y'all. But that's the way it is. That's his attitude about it. Whatever the fuck you gonna do, bitch. I'm not changing who I am. I'm not apologizing about this shit neither. See why they rather ask Kyrie than the grandson of right thought? Because the grandson of right thought gonna stand there and say, apologize for what, bitch? You need to fucking apologize to me and my people and my God for coming against my people. For it says right here in Psalm 83, you niggas is doing this shit. So y'all want to interview me or what? You see? So y'all that believe the truth, that ain't what you want though, huh? That's not what you support. See what I'm trying to tell you about y'all error? See what I'm trying to tell you? That's the problem. Y'all rather have a nigga that'll back down and shuck and jive and apologize and take words back and all this other shit. The hell with that. Ain't no backing down. The truth don't back down for nobody. The truth is like, I am this, and then you gonna find out I am. Ain't that what Yahushua did unto death? He showed it to you. He said, I ain't gonna resist these niggas. They want to kill me, let them go ahead on and do it. And watch what's gonna happen, because I am what I am. I'm gonna prove it. I'm not afraid. I'm not scared. Perfect love cast out fear. Now, is Yahushua perfect love? Yeah, well, he gave his life for you, so ain't that perfect? A man doesn't even want to die, let alone give up his life knowingly for somebody else to live. Scarcely will that ever happen because people are afraid to die. They're still in their fear. But when you're perfectly loving that person, you give it up without a thought or without fear. And the only people who will live and will go forward into eternity are those who have given up their lives willingly, not having fear. What is giving up your life, grandson? Does it mean you're physically actually dying? No. What it actually means is this: I don't have to be afraid anymore. So therefore, when I get hungry, I just patiently wait, contently waiting, comfortably wait until that desire or need is filled, because it will be, because Abba knows what I have need of before I ask him. So I lean on his words in that moment, and then he provides for me, and I continue to move forward in thanksgiving. I am constantly in thanksgiving communion with the Father because he's constantly blessing me. I am breathing, I am alive, I am healthy, I am strong, I am radiant, I am beautiful, I am awesome, I am amazing, and that's all due to his name. So I walk in a constant communion with him, like Enoch did. I walk with Abba. Do you, or are you walking with the world? Are you Bibling with the world? Are you hooked to that red heifer with ticks and fleas all over her, which is the world? Or are you linked to the true that said, take my yoke, man. It's light and easy. Try it on. So what it means is you put the yoke on and then you go right back to the word and then you start studying it. And he's talking to you the whole time you're reading it. Oh boy. So he is the word. So can you be wrong when you start giving the word? Nope. Watch this, what I'm about to show you right here. Just to prove to you how it works, Yahusha will be the word for you. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Abba Yah, Adam, and Abel. Jesse, David, and Solomon. Abba Yah, Yahusha, and John. Why did I just say all of that? Abba, Moshe, and Aaron. Why am I saying this? Because they are all a prophecy of a branch that will grow from the root of the plant. Now read Zechariah, read Isaiah, read Jeremiah, and tell me if you see a prophecy of a branch that will grow from a root. And that will be the moment when Israel and Judah shall be saved. All right then. So who could have done that in me? See how simple that works? Solomon says, cast your bread upon the water, for in many days you shall receive it again. Yahusha says to me, that means to decide your desire and close your eyes and visualize it. That's putting your bread on the water. Visualize it, be in it, do it, feel as though you're actually doing the thing that you love to do. I am doing it. Now, wake up, Solomon says. Take no thought for the wind or the waves, for if you think upon these things, think not that you will receive anything from the Most High. You won't receive your bread back. Yahusha says, that means don't pay attention to the liars, the haters, or any 3D circumstance that looks like you won't be able to have it. Like having money, like having connections, like having anything you think you would need to get the thing. He says, ignore all that shit. So how is that happening? I'm telling you how it's happening. Yahusha's the one doing it. He's the one unveiling the information like that, so easily and eloquently, because he is it. And so I am it. What's the Father's name? I am. Is Abba Yah it? Yes, he is. So what y'all want to say about this? What y'all want to do about this? Now I'm proving to you that I have made myself one with the Father and the Son. That's the proof of it. What I'm telling you about the word. See how I'm able to give it to you with clarity and ease. That's being rich. That's why Abba Yah said, you Jews, I know your poverty, but you're rich. I'm proving it to you right now. I'm actually proving it to you. Living in poverty, though I'm rich, to be able to do this with the word, while everybody else that does not have that gift that we have as the little flock is out there struggling, throwing it to the side, never opening their word, never reading it, never being able to understand it, never being able to come to the knowledge of the truth. That you give yourself up so that he can do it in you. My life that I lived was in the way of what I'm doing right now, of what I'm giving right now. And if you understood what I was giving you right now, you'd love me. You'd thank me. You'd have gratitude for me doing what I am doing. But since you don't understand what I'm doing, you hate me. You reject me. You refuse me. Understand that? Because you don't understand it. You don't understand that it's saving grace being sent to you. That's what he gave me. That's what he gave me. I give you my grace. That's what he gave me in exchange for me giving my life up. It's not a lie. The moment I told him that I give my life up, and I believed that I was actually going to die physically in that moment when I said those words, I did. So when I said it, I believed it, and I gave it up, and I rested in the fact that it was over with. And I waited for whatever was going to happen to come on me, to come over me. And when I did that, he spoke to me and said, I give you my grace. So now I in turn give it to you. A man give up his life, he shall find it. That's so true. I just gave you the proof that it's true. But if you're afraid, then you won't perfectly love Abba. You won't. You'll still feel like you can hide things from him. That's not perfectly loving him, nor is it perfectly loving yourself. But when you confess your faults before him, knowing that he will love you, you know it because his word says he's long-suffering, full of tender mercies and tender kindnesses. If you believe that, then you'll come and you'll say, I'm telling you everything. All of my sin, all of it I confess before you. And I deserve death. I deserve it. So have me. Here, take it. I don't deserve it. Take it away from me. Then he gives you your true life. And I am not lying to you, for it is written in his word. If a man seek to save his life, he shall lose it. But if a man give up his life for my name's sake, so that I can live in him, then he'll find his true identity. And my true identity is hidden in Christ. So I have to find it in Christ. Well, what is Christ? The truth, the word. I found my identity in the word of God. TsemachYHWHtsidkenu. All capital letters. That is my name. When I lived my mundane life, I didn't know this. I could not be this. I could not do this. But with great power and might and wisdom and counsel and understanding, quick understanding, I do it. Do you deny it so? Or are you a witness to it? Then where is Abba then today? In Israel, like he said he would be. I will gather them in my what? Mercy. Mercy. So mercy be found in Israel, as he says, salvation is of Yahudim. Salvation is of Yah, praise. Yah's praise. Praising I am is where salvation is. That's what it actually means. Watch how we're going to break this down through Yahusha. Yahudah, or as you say, Judah, is Leah's son that she had with Jacob, which is easy. Y'all should all understand that. The kingly tribe of Israel. When she had him, she said, Yah's praise is his name, for she praised Abba. Yah's praise. Now, when he says salvation is of Yah's praise, he's telling you that that is how you are saved, is in praising the name of I am. That is salvation for you. Now I'll give you an example of how I did it. I was locked up. I was in jail, and I was told that I was at the very least, going to spend 90 days there. That's what I was told by the courts. I only did 38 days. Oh boy. And why? Because I praised the name of I am in truth. While I was in there, I saw myself at home in my bed, rubbing on my sheets, talking to people, hanging out with certain people, smoking weed with my friends, doing all kind of stuff. I saw myself doing it and enjoying it. And I claimed I am free. Charges are dropped. And exactly it happened. 37 days or 38 days, whatever which one it was, the guy said, hey, come on out of there. You're free. I got my shit and I left. That's what happened. So I needed salvation from being imprisoned, and I received it by praising the name of I am in truth. I just proved it to y'all that salvation is of Yah's praise. Oh my gosh. So you so-called Negroes, that's your actual name. Your name is Yah's praise.